the thing that keeps me motivated is not understanding something and how to solve that riddle. Thousand Springs project is one of my favorite projects. It was to characterize the microbial diversity across hot springs across all of New Zealand. So the idea was that we knew that there was an undiscovered microbial diversity, new life that no one had ever seen across our hot springs. We got some money from the Ministry for Business, Innovation and Employment at the time, and we set about looking at the microbial content in every single spring that we could get our hands on in the Taupō volcanic zone. Think about your cup of tea in the morning. When you pour a cup of tea, you take a sip and that's 90 degrees Celsius probably, around about that temperature. At that point, there are some microorganisms in these springs that find that too cold. So our work with Tauhara North No. 2 Trust revolves around the idea that they have some fantastic hot springs with some really unique microorganisms. Those microorganisms can consume climate changing gases like methane and carbon dioxide. We can use those microorganisms to consume the waste gases coming out of geothermal power stations. And so our partnership with Tauhara North No. 2 Trust is involved basically growing these guys up at scale, studying them and applying them to a bioreactor at a pilot scale, with the aim ultimately to make an industrial scale process to be able to take waste gases, convert them to food. Microorganisms do some amazing things, and the environments I get to see are really special. Mount Erebus is a really unusual environment. It's the most active volcano at the bottom of the earth, and it has a really unusual chemistry as well. Minus 30 degrees Celsius where we're working, but the ground is at 60 degrees Celsius, 2 inches away from each other there. And yet there are thermophilic microorganisms that like high temperature, living there year in, year out. How did those microorganisms get there? What are they and what are they doing, and how do they survive in those conditions? As long as people are open to new ideas, and certainly young scientists are open to new ideas and new challenges and new questions, particularly questions, be open to be challenged and people to criticize you, and to take those criticisms on board and use that to make your research better, then you can go anywhere.